Hello everybody, this is Theode Machina, and welcome to Subnautica. Now, for those who do not know what this game is, Subnautica is a survival-based underwater game. And that's kind of an odd thing to say, but the game concept is built Subnautica, under the water. And so, again, you play kind of obvious. You swim around, you can build bases, kind of like what I've got going here. Vehicles, you land in an escape pod from a crashed spaceship on this alien planet, and you survive. And there's a whole complex story and interesting facts and all sorts of crazy things here. But this is not what this is about. Instead, I'm going to assume that either you play Subnautica, or you have some interest in it, or you just thought this kind of looks kind of cool, so you chose it. So I will be today going over the vehicles in the game. So we're going to start with the very first vehicle that you get, and I'm going to head outside real fast. If it's a little bit laggy, the game requires a lot of processing power for a computer, and I just hooked up a monitor to my second monitor to my computer. So I don't know if it takes more processing power to do that or not, but it is already a highly advanced game. By the way, this is a moon pool. You dock like vehicles in it, and you can do all sorts of crazy things, which I'll get to in a minute. So step one, we need to know what is our first vehicle, and that is this thing. This is a Sea Glide. It allows you to, if I'm going to swim normally, I can swim normally, or I can equip it and swim much faster. This is kind of the standard mode of transportation, if you will. It comes equipped with a light and geographical sensor. You can turn off a light, or you can have just the light. Personally, if I'm doing something like this, I will only have the light. Is that already 9? I literally started this like 4 minutes ago. By the way, eclipses are super common. Oh, it may just be an eclipse. Eclipses are super common in this game, so there's a lot of times where because they like showing off their bioluminescence, because like everything in this game glows. Everything glows. The fish glow, the animals glow, everything glows. So basically, it's your quote-unquote normal mode of transportation. This is what you use if you're just going to be doing things. Like, you're like, oh, I need to go from base A to base B. And you can go from... Your ship crashes. So, radiation. So you can use this to kind of get around, look engaged, all that stuff. Personally, it's extremely helpful, but not the most helpful. Moving on, the second thing you should get is this guy right here. This is your sea moth. So we're gonna pilot this guy around a lot faster, but he requires a different form of energy and can get damaged, which I'm gonna see if I can damage it. Normally I try not to, so it may be interesting. I'm in creative. I don't think I can hurt this. Anyway, but you can get bit, you can bump into things, all sorts of crazy little things here and there. Such as like the 1,000,001 fish I just ran over. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to dock in the moon pool. As you can see, that does work. There is a glitch right now in my game that allows fish to swim through walls. Don't ask, okay? The fish swim through walls, the bubble go through walls. I could see my base through walls. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's a bug or I just happen to get my game just happens to be buggy. But it is so weird because every now and then I'll be sitting still, and there's a thing you can get, and it's a fire knife rather than a normal knife, and there's always bubbles around it that bugs me to the max. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to drop in this thing right here, the Vehicle Upgrade Console. This is my habitat builder, by the way. I can use this to build creations. So, I can... Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Done. Done. We're done here. Hello? Okay, there we go. Look at it, activate it. So you can see here that I'm changing the inside of that. And you can do all sorts of crazy things. Like if I want it to be like, I don't know, let's do like bright pink with an interior of, oh no, with a bright green name and a like turquoise inside. Yeah, you can do that. Sure. It's kind of like, sure, you know what? Whatever. Like that. Who wants that? I don't know. Somebody does. Somebody may like it. Personally, I go more of a black outside with a red inside. I like the green name. And a black outside. I think that looks kind of cool, kind of snazzy. And we'll call this, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. So I finished that, and so now look, I have this like totally black sea moth. I can get inside of it. It's got that red inside. So I can zoom around, and I have lights. I got these light thingies. Real quick, let's park it back in there, and so I can show you a couple of the upgrades. You can get a depth module for it. Torpedoes, you can equip it with torpedoes, I believe. Although I don't know if it'll let me make any. Yeah, I can make this fabricator. I can make a vortex. Make some gas. And no, and by the way, getting both the vortex and the gas torpedoes are extremely difficult. Get a torpedo system out there. Sonar, perimeter defense, solar charger, depth module, storage, engine efficiency, hull. That one's really cool, and the electric one is really cool. The perimeter defense, because your Seamoth is what you're going to be in whenever you get attacked by things. So its module system should be on the side. You can access it kind of however you want, but it's easiest when in a move pool. So perimeter defense, and sonar, and this torpedo system, and actually we're gonna one up that, and we're gonna engage 2 torpedo systems, because I think I can do that. And if I can't, well, I'm going to cry and be okay about it. It's fine. La la la. Torpedo system? Yeah, okay. Man, I always do that whenever I do this. So, getting the Seamoth up and over. And as you can see, I do have my lights. But then I can push this and I can go. Wait. There it is. And it takes a second to recharge, but I'm like, oh, I don't know exactly what's over there. Hang on, let me see. Oh, it's a gorge. Okay, and then if I do 4, I can be like, oh no, there's a giant monster attacking me. And I can electrocute him. It's extremely effective. There's a big thing called it's called a Reaper Leviathan. And you're going to trust me that if you ever see one, first off, you'll know exactly what it is. And second off, you will literally run screaming from it, because it is one of the most scariest things in the game. And I know most scariest, I'm using the bestest grammar in the world here. But trust me, you'll know it when you see it. So I can push 1, and I can come up and I could be like, oh no! There appears to be an enemy on the way. Fire torpedo number 1. There's a vortex torpedo. And it sucks things towards it, so you can, like, use that to, like, grab things and pull them away from you while you escape. I'm not quite sure how it works. But I can fire a whole bunch of them, I guess, at something. No, you cannot pull things apart. I guess I have tried that before. And while it does sound amazing, it doesn't work quite well. That is a gas torpedo. That kind of just bothers things, hurts them a little bit, mainly scares them away. So yeah, so like this thing, I think it's called a rabbit fish. I can be like, ah, sucker, and now you're trapped. And then the 1-2 punch, it's like gassy. Where'd you go? Oh, side effect, every now and then the vortexes will like chuck things a million miles away. And yeah, it's really not fun, because then you have to go find them. So that's the Seamoth, pretty basic thing. Use it for more mobility, more health, kind of protect you from different things. So Easiest thing in the game to get is the Sea Glide. The second easiest is the Sea Moth, and out of those two, the Sea Moth is my preferred choice because you have that health, you have that speed, it lasts longer, but it lacks a little bit of mobility, but you get that greater light torpedo advantage, a lot of good things involved with that. Next up on our list, we have the Prawn. The Prawn has more health, can have storage, and comes with these sick-looking, not only is it the only one with a male voice, it's got these like cool like pinchers, and yes, you can kill things by stabbing it. So we're gonna go over there, and it doesn't fly. It's like kind of like an advanced scuba suit. You can do this and have like jump jets. And while that is a really cool thing to have, it does make mobility a little bit awkward yet again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes, thank you. So it can make things a little bit weird. It has the same. If I can get behind it, there it goes. It is all the same things as the other one. So again, if I wanted to make this one like blue and have its name in white, and its interior can be yellow, that is ugly beyond all belief, but okay. Have like a red stripe. So see, again, completely customizable. Cool thing about this one is it has even more you can do with it. Jump jet, the propulsion cannon, grappling arm, drill, torpedo. We're gonna make a torpedo arm because torpedoes are always awesome. And the grappling and the propulsion. Now, the modules for the prawn suit aren't that hard to find. They're in the Aurora, which is the giant crashed spaceship that you can pretty darn easily find. We'll start with the grappling hook and the torpedo arm. I always do that every single time without fail. Let's see if we've got any. I think it's already loaded, so we'll go ahead and. I don't want to open storage. I want to get in you. Honestly, blue prawn suit isn't half bad. Really, I mean, it could be worse. But blue and yellow and red, I don't know, kind of looks interesting. Oh, that yellow's obtrusive on the eyes. Ugh. But so, I'm in here and I can, like, jump jet away. But if you really want to go fast, you activate this thing. Now, you do have to hold it down to shoot it. But once it, oh, come on. But once it connects, you let go. And it, oh, sorry, you still hold on to it. I'm an idiot. And you can use it to, like, pull you along at a fairly quick speed and, like, tether you to things. It's super helpful if you need to, like, basically what happens to me every single time. You get stuck in a ditch and you can't get back out, so you have to climb you have to climb the wall, which is really annoying. But then you can fire your torpedoes. And we're out of torpedoes. But yes, you can walk into the very vortex that I've created. Anyway, prawn suit is probably my favorite thing to use because it does have that. It's got that maneuver. It doesn't have as much maneuverability. It has the same amount of health, quote unquote. Like, they all have 100 health. Everything in this game has 100 health, including you. No, you have like 125. You have a weird amount of health. It has a greater energy, like, storage. It has two, what are they called? Power cells, rather than the Sea Moth's one, and the Sea Glide only has a normal battery. Again, just go in the Aurora, and you can just pick up all the things for the prawn suit. You can get it faster than almost anything, except for the Sea Glide. You have to be either bad at finding things in the game, or purposefully trying not to if you couldn't get the Sea Glide quickly. Sea Moth's kind of difficult, but you find it fairly quickly, quote unquote. But yeah, the prawn suit's what I've been using the longest because, I don't know, I kind of like that concept of the walking, first-person shooters and all, and the jump jets and stuff I find really just kind of like make it the perfect vehicle for me. Now we're going to go on over to the final vehicle of the game, which is the hulking behemoth you've been seeing in the background is the Cyclops. Now hopefully I can... Come on. Oh, come on! Only bad thing about this. There it goes. The Cyclops can hold either the sea moth or the prawn suit, which is really cool because you can like store it and then go like, so the prawn suit isn't very fast. Prawn suit's for super deep areas. Well, the Cyclops can't go as deep as a prawn. So what I do is I throw the prawn suit into the Cyclops. The Cyclops is faster and is a little bit like quote unquote healthier, and it's pretty easy to get down deep. So you can take the Cyclops super deep, and then as soon as you get to the kind of the breaking point or to where you don't want to take your Cyclops farther, you jump in the prawn suit and you can take the prawn suit along like a more stealthy route to avoid the big Leviathan creatures, which if you haven't seen the artwork for this game, go to check out the I think it's like the Subnautica Wiki or something like that. That's right, yeah. You can go to the Leviathans, avoid the below zero ones, those are all weird. But the Reaper, the Emperor, and the Sea Dragon Leviathans. Actually, no, mainly the Sea Dragon and the Reaper Leviathans and the Ghost Leviathan are what you have to watch out for. Because Reaper will one-shot you if you're out of a sea moth. And if you're in a sea moth, it will destroy the sea moth in 2 hits. Ghost is a similar way, except it only deals damage, and they're slightly less aggressive. The Sea Dragon Leviathan literally shoots fireballs at you, making it almost impossible to dodge unless you have the maneuverability of a sea moth or prawn suit. And because they're so deep, you need a prawn suit in order to avoid it, because sea moths can't go that deep. Anyway, so we can modify things here, like we could add modules. We can we could put in more torpedoes if I had some. If I didn't throw them all into the sea moth. I have this door here, and you can actually, like, you can't build certain things in here for like obvious reasons. But if I wanted to build an interior module, like I pretended like I want a power cell charger. Bam! Look at that, power cell charger right there. Oh, I need more storage. Well, there you go. You can have more storage. Build some wall lockers. Boom. Right there. Bonus storage. Wanted to build a modification station, which is really cool to say. Boom. Got that. Wanted to build an aquarium. If I can get to a spot where the aquarium can be built, because I know it can be built in here. I have seen it before. There it is. I've seen it been built before, if you understand how that English worked. Ta-da! You have an aquarium, and you can put fish in the aquarium. You can build pretty much anything. If I was ever...
Increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Yeah. If I was ever going to actually use this, I would build... Oh, come on. I know you... There it is. I'd build this setup right here. Because you can get these things called... Oh, come on. You can get different, like, plants and stuff and grow food. Because you do need food and you do need water. You can kind of, quote-unquote, get water from anywhere. You can build up a lot of water. Or just about anywhere build one of... Where is it? There it is. Water filtration machine. I am uncertain if this can be built. I don't think it can. Not in a Cyclops. But you can build that, and that'll give you water. And if you store up water, and you use... I think it's... Oh my word, I should know this. Bladderfish. You can use bladderfish and turn them into small water bottles. And you can just store up water, like, make a locker with water. And there you go. You have a water locker, and you fill the whole thing up with water. Well, now you have infinite water. Well, then you can come over here, and you can plant food and have fish. So you could have... And the fish just live there. So you can drop in some bladderfish for extra water. You can throw in some peepers, which are the fish that swimming around with huge eyes. One was in my base earlier. boomerang, spadefish. There's a whole bunch of fish that you can eat. You can throw them all in there, and then if you have like an emergency, aka food hasn't grown, you need food, you could take some out of the aquarium and eat them. Otherwise, they're just cool pets. You can load these things in their decoys, which for basic kind of demonstration, I don't really understand the whole decoy concept. Dadgummit, I always do that. Let's see if I get creature decoy. Big thing. You can, in fact, just like straight up drop one of these in the water. Or you can load one into here, and in case of an emergency, aka giant monster baddie thing spots you, you can shoot it out into the water and avoid it. And yes, this thing does come with fire extinguishers, because it can get lit on fire. Upgrades, and let's go check out its upgrades real fast, because its upgrades are over here, I believe. Yes. Upgrade Fabricator, and you can get all sorts of things, such as it repairs vehicles that you dock in it. Fire suppression system, decoy tube upgrade, gets power from thermal reactors, the shield generator, the sonar upgrade. Everything you can possibly imagine for the Cyclops is built here. Except for... No, everything. Okay. Everything can be. I thought you had to build a... I forget what it's called. Oh, Depth Module Mark 1 in... But you don't. So, real fast, let's go plug these couple things that I just built in. And, yes, there is more. Let's see if I... There it is, climb louder. Climb down. There's more space down here that you can fill up with stuff. And then you can open this underneath my prawn suit. Open this. They are automatic lockers here, which is kind of nice. This is how you get in and out of it, is you can, like if I hit disembark. Ta-da! I am out of it. Those doors should shut. There they go. That's what it kind of looks like from the outside. And then you can come around here, in front of it. There it goes, so it doesn't glitch out. You can, in case of like a fire or something, you can shut that door. Yep, come around here. Let's install those upgrades before we take it for a spin, because those upgrades are really what make the Cyclops so incredibly, like, amazing. It is the biggest, and it is, like, impossible to get, almost. I personally love it, but I can't ever get it normally in survival, because I can't... The survival world that I have super upgraded cannot have it, like, physically. I cannot find the last piece. I don't know if it just didn't spawn in or anything. So, like, that's all shut. And I can take this fire extinguisher and put things out. If I hit something, not only will it show me where I've been damaged, it'll also show me where fire is. And if I had fire suppression system, there's a button I could push that would deactivate it. The health here is just overall health of the ship. If you don't have fire suppression, you have to put it out yourself. Fire can damage you in this game. And you do have to go outside to repair it. You can come over here and you can turn on internal lighting, floodlights, and so you can go dark mode, which actually does help you. I'm going to call them enemies. It's really just the creatures in the game. Some of the creatures in the game will attack you if your lights are on, so if you turn them off and activate silent runnings, you can become completely invisible. Basic sonar scanner to help you figure out where enemies are. You can change all of your things, like if you wanted to be stealthy, you could be like all black, the ultimate like hidden submarine. Or if you just don't give a darn, you can be rainbow sub, most powerful thing on the face of the earth. Nobody can ever beat it. Rainbow sub. But let's turn on the interior lighting, because there's no bad guys here. And yes, when you do turn it off, all of that goes dim. External floodlights. It's rather helpful. I can pilot the sub now. And so, there's all of this crazy stuff now that you have to deal with. And it does help that you can turn, not only the sub, like I can turn the sub. Oh wait, what help if I turn the engine on first? There's my creature decoy, silent runnings. Oh, and these are the cameras. I forgot about that. So because you can't see everything in the ship, this is your... Oh, that is disgusting green. That's like the back of the ship. It's the front of the ship. Switch over here. Turn off the lights, make myself more invisible. That's on, sorry. I think that is the side of the ship next to an engine. Where's my ship? Oh, is it above it? I honestly have no clue where the rest of the ship is. Okay. That is the top on the conning tower. This is the other engine. And we're back to the beginning. And so we have to... by the way, if you leave your ship on, it does drain batteries. So we're going to power it up. Engine is offline. Oh, there it is. Had it turned on. You can choose what speed to go at. So if you want to be ahead slow, you can look at that, and it has not a lot of sound. But if I max it out...
Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel cockpit. Excessive noise. Ahead standard.
Head standard, it's kind of the normal, doesn't have too much noise. But if, for some reason, you needed to hide, you could go silent running. And so you move pretty quickly, but then you don't make as much noise. All of your lights go off. Emergency lights come on. See? It's all red in here now. By the way, those things are reef backs. They're effectively like whales. They don't deal no damage. So, like, if I needed to, I could activate sonar. And it's an active sonar system. So, let's see if I wanted to go down. I don't know if you can hear that. But it's like... And let's pretend for a second I think I've got infinite power like this. And it does show me wherever I'm going to, like, collide with something. If I was just like... Oh, no! I think I see an enemy. Force fields! And then, if that didn't work, they couldn't be dissuaded, because it does this, the thing has like 100 health, but this thing has an extra like 300. I could then fire... What is that? Oh, that's a bone shark. We're gonna go say hi. Yeah, see, if he was going to attack me, I could be like, oh no, activate decoy countermeasure. And it fires it, I believe, and it fires it away, and it makes it so they don't attack me, and I can, since I am in silent runnings, I can make a quick 180, or an about, I don't even know what that would call, an escape here. But if that didn't work and like the ship was going to be destroyed, pretend like all this has failed, oh no,
Engine powering down.
I don't have any more power, you can always retreat back this way, all the way back, and then jump into your, like, either sea moth or prawn, and now you've escaped. Aha! They cannot catch me anymore. Anyway, but this has been a basic introduction on the vehicles in Subnautica. It's a pretty simple concept, really. It's not a lot of... There's not a lot of combat options, you'll notice, because the game is about exploration and story rather than combat. These things, these bone sharks, they will fight you, but since I'm in creative, they're passive. So, well, rather, they can't hurt me. Oh, yes, they can. What am I saying? But, like, I don't die personally. I can always build them. Hey! Did you stop it?
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Let's see, if I really wanted to mess him up, though, I could take this arm off. Which sounds kind of weird, but you can do that every single time. No. Man, the ship. There we go. But if I really wanted to mess him up, I could. You see that yellow blood that emerges? Come here, you. Where'd he go? There it is. Anyway, but yeah, these are the vehicles. If you have any questions, you can comment them, and I'd be more than happy to answer you. By the way, this is about as close to combat as you can get in the game. Is a rather kind of shaky grapple thing. You can slap creatures with it. It's really not No, nothing. The game again is not designed around the concept of fighting things. It's all about exploration and avoiding the massive creatures that are trying to kill you. Because it talks about how in one of the like audio files how weapons were removed except for the survival knife after massacre something. So there are no weapons at all. It's completely underwater. There are some islands, but for the most part, you're just underwater. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts or comments that you're like, hey, you know what? I'd like to see what this is. If you ask for all of the creatures in the game, the answer is no, because there's hundreds of creatures, and a lot of them are very big and very scary to listen to and look at. Like, not horror, but intimidating, and apparently falling through the map. What? I fell through the map. You guys saw that, right? Like, I collapsed through the map. Downside to playing this game is every now and then you will get... Well, that's how this video is going to end. It's me stuck in a frickin' cave again. I mean, I kid you not, this has happened more than once on more than one survival. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. I got launched one time through the world down to a lava river I didn't know existed in game. So yeah, but no, I won't do creatures and I won't do flora. So no fauna, no flora, but if you need me to make something or kind of show off base designs or something like that, that I can do, because that doesn't require like 7 hours of videoing to find everything. Because not everything lives in every biome. It's like Minecraft, you know? Different things live in different biomes. Deep sea creatures are generally harder to find as the openings are few and far between. Most of them are kind of weird looking but not dangerous, such as this thing. I think it's like a ghost ray or something like that. Anyway, but thanks for watching. Do me a big help. Actually, what I've realized is if you can like the video, it gets shared with more people. So, I'd like to start expanding if I can. If you don't, though, I mean, there's no pressure to. If you don't, you don't. Nobody holds you accountable for anything. Everyone's fine. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.